Alright guys, you saw the title from this video. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing a game that one of my viewers sent. It's a 700 elo game, well technically a 700 elo versus a 600 elo, but still technically 700 elo. And if you're wondering, the reason I play 700 elo is because the one who did the brilliant move, as you saw from the thumbnail and title, is 700 elo, and they're actually the viewer that sent me this game. But before I begin guys, if you're interested, please drop a like and a sub, as I would really help the channel a ton. If you're really interested, you can also drop super thanks, and if it's difficult to hear my voice, just turn on captions. And by the way guys, really quick thing that I would like to mention. A lot of you have sent me games, like maybe like 6 or 7 people have sent me games in my comments. I've checked all of them, and the reason I chose this one is because although your games are very interesting, guys, the main thing that I've noticed with them is that they're usually just very quick checkmates. And I kind of want to review a game with maybe like a brilliant move and just a lot of blunders. Those are the kind of games I want to review. But anyways, guys, let's just begin. So basically, guys, we have our protagonist playing with white pieces, playing from Ukraine, and we have their opponent playing from, I think, Poland. Yeah, I think that's Poland. Playing with the black pieces. So they start off with the move pawn to d4, which is a book move, so like it's an okay move. Then d5. Then I think they play c4. Yeah, they do. And then we have pawn to c6. I think this is like an attempt at the queen's gambit, but it didn't get accepted. It's the queen's gambit like declined, I think. Then we have knight to c3. Then we have pawn to e6. Then we have bishop to b4. And now usually in this situation what I try to do is maybe like try to break the pin, and then like if they just decide like develop their knight, what I do is that like I just push this pawn so they have to capture, and then you capture back with the bishop. A really quick thing guys that I would like to mention as a chess tip, although the points like between the knight and the bishop are equal, I have a feeling that at least one of them has an advantage over the other. Like what I mean is that like the knight, it's very unpredictable and it's the only piece that can just jump over others. But the bishop is long range, so honestly, I'm not really sure which one is like better in the game. I might even hold a poll on that like immediately after I make this video. But generally, for me, I actually prefer the knight over the bishop because I feel like you can make a massive comeback with it. But okay. Then we have pawn to e5, which is a book move. Then we have bishop takes, which is apparently an inaccuracy according to the engine. Then we have pawn takes, obviously. I mean, if you don't take, you're just losing the game. Then we have knight to a6, and you shouldn't develop your knights like this. I mean, if this square was free, then this is where you should 100% develop your knight. I think the reason this is winning for white is probably because there's just probably some move like this, maybe that could like attack the knight. Or maybe like this, and then take the knight and like destroy the pawn structure. So like this pawn wouldn't have a defender, and then you can take it. Yeah, that's probably why it's winning for white. But then we have pawn to c6, which is like an okay move. And we have knight to c7, which is still an inaccuracy. Yeah, we're still having inaccuracies. Then knight to f3, which is a good move because, you know, you're developing a piece. Like, okay, guys, really important thing in chess, like, usually, when you make a move, you should try to be attacking your opponent's pieces while also developing something. Because you want your opponent to be forced to, like, do something where they can't really attack you and they have to retreat. Because generally, in chess, attacking is usually the way to go. However, if you can force your opponent to retreat, that's very good. Because, like, you know, they can't really make a move that actually develops anything, and they just waste their time. Next, we have queen e7, which is not a good move at all. I mean, like, I understand they are trying to develop the queen, but, like, yeah, like, the queen is kind of trapped. These are, like, the only squares it can go to, and it was already, like, over here. So, yeah, this is, like, the only one that's safe, and this one doesn't even do anything. Oh, wow. Yeah, the queen is totally trapped. I mean, if I were this player, I would have like not developed the knight over there. Maybe like, okay, if I'm being totally honest, maybe I would have like pushed the pawn, maybe like gone for a trade, laying the rook out, maybe, and maybe bringing in the bishop even, like for a trade probably. But you should definitely not like develop your queen over here where it does literally nothing. Then we have bishop to d3. Then we have bishop to d7. Then we have castle. And then we also have castle. Sorry, guys, I just, something happened, and, yeah, I just need to deal with it for a moment, sorry. Okay, next, we have rook to b1. Anyways, we have king to b8, which is just defending the pawn, although I was going to say yes, I would push the pawn until I just realized that, yeah, you'd actually just lose a pawn in the trade. And, yeah, that doesn't do anything. Then we have queen to b3, obviously preparing a checkmate. I think it's quite obvious. Anyone above 500 elo can see this threat. So yeah, we have bishop to c8, which is obviously the best move. I mean, even I would have played it. Then we have bishop to e3, and if you're wondering, guys, my rating, it's 1200. And then we have pawn to h6, which is an okay move. You know, like you want to prevent the knight potentially from getting in, the bishop potentially attacking the queen. And I think the reason it was winning for white was because the bishop could just destroy like the queen and the rook, although you could probably just do like this. And then if they capture, you can capture back, and then you're just still winning. Although I'm really not sure why it's so winning for white. I don't know why it's so winning. Like, is this the move? No. I honestly have no idea why this is like just totally winning for white. I don't think I'm going to be able to find the move because like it's just like what is it? Like why is it winning by 3 points? Okay. Next we have knight to d2. And now, come on, you should do this. You should play en passant when you can. But our protagonist did not play en passant, sadly. Anyways, wait, was it even a good move? Yeah, it would have kept more advantage, but okay. Instead, we have pawn c4, probably like offering a trade or something. I think they captured. Never mind, I'm totally wrong. They did not capture. Instead, they pushed pawn to g5. And in this situation, I probably just captured trying to open up the position. They pushed another pawn, and usually, guys, pushing pawns around like your king is not very safe because the king can get attacked, although there is a bishop protecting the diagonal, and they don't even have a dark spread bishop, their opponent, so it doesn't really matter. And the queen can't really infiltrate because there's a rook also. So yeah, in this situation, I'd say it's safe. But generally, you shouldn't do it unless like it's very defended. Then we have a pawn pushed. Then we have a queen going back. Then we have a pawn, well, defending this pawn, obviously, on h5. The knight moves to the center. Well, no, not the center. More or less kind of just to the king. Probably like planning even more pressure on this pawn because there is a massive threat over here. Then the king moves to a8. And now, like, although the material is equal, it's like +4 for white. Wow. Instead, they decide to capture. And to be honest, I don't really know what would have been the winning move. Let me just try to find it. Maybe like this. Oh, this is the winning move. Because if they try to do anything... Oh, wow. You can do this. And... Oh my... Oh, there was a fork. Well, obviously that wasn't found. I mean, this is a 600 euro versus 700 euro. Obviously this wasn't found. Anyways, okay. Next we have bishop takes. Then pawn takes. And now this is a free pawn. I think it was captured. No, it wasn't apparently. Okay. And then we have pawn push. And then... Now, guys, we're about to have our brilliant move. Probably. I think. Okay, now we have pawn push. And guess what, guys? The brilliant move. Instead of white caring about their knight, they brought the rook over here. No, oh wait, no, that isn't it. I think it's this one. Well, okay, I am totally wrong, okay. Apparently they took with the queen, and now they brought the rook, and that is the brilliant move. Yeah, that's the brilliant move, with a rook. Because if you take, it's mate in 2, and the person playing with the black pieces, they're 600 elo. Obviously they can't tell, and to be honest, even I couldn't tell initially, but then, like, after understanding it, yeah, I understood why. If you capture, it's mate in 3. Basically mate in 2, but still. Because, like, no matter, like, yeah, they played this move, and at this point, black understood how just they had lost, so they just surrendered instantly. Because no matter what you do, you are going to lose. Like, if captures, then just this, you can try everything. Nothing is going to work. Like, you can try this. Oh, wait. No, wait. Okay. Where is it? Oh, right there. Yeah. This is what will happen. You'll just get checkmate on b7. And even if you don't sacrifice the queen, let's just say you try something like this. This is what's going to happen. Still, you're just going to get checkmated on b7. So, yeah. So, like, yeah. After this move, I'm pretty sure that black resigned. Yeah. And yeah, that's the entire video. Now let's just review what we just watched. So we watched a game with a normal opening, with a fair trade, with a few pawn moves. Well, not a few pawn moves, a lot of pawn moves. Then a little bit of development. Then white being totally winning, even though they had no material advantage, but obviously the player playing with white didn't see that. And to be honest, even I thought this was a near equal position. I think the reason it's winning by like 3 points for white is because they have all their pieces developed, while black can't even develop anything. Because like every square is controlled. They cannot do anything. Because like, for example, if you think the knight can be developed over here, let me just show you really quickly. If you think the knight can be developed over here, this just blunders the knight because, well, you can't exactly capture. And at that point, yeah, you're just totally losing. Yeah. And that's how the game could have ended. And anyways, so after, like, all of this, white tried to re-attack against the king, and black totally ignored it. And for some reason, they didn't play en passant. Always play it whenever you can. Trust me. Wait, where was it? Oh, well, it's somewhere there. Anyways, and then white played the brilliant move by ignoring the threat on the knight. To be honest, even I wouldn't have seen this move. Like, I think anyone below 1500 would not see this move easily. And yeah, that's the whole video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and subs. That would really help the channel a ton. If you really enjoyed this video, you can also drop a super thanks. And by the way, the person that suggested this game, if you comment under this video, I will pin your comment. So yeah, that's the whole video. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.